In the history of television, there are few shows that challenge storytelling norms quite like Atlanta. Created by and starring Donald Glover, this FX series emerged as a cultural phenomenon, captivating audiences and critics alike with its unique blend of humor, surrealism, and social commentary. But what makes Atlanta so good? A surrealist work described by its creator as Twin Peaks with rappers, Atlanta stands out for how authentic it is. Set in the city of Atlanta, the show serves as a love letter to Glover's hometown, capturing its essence in a way that feels genuine and unfiltered. In simple, regular people terms, Atlanta is a love letter to its city. But I know what y'all be doing out in Atlanta, y'all not low. Central to the show's success is its incredibly stacked cast led by Donald Glover himself as Ernest Marks, a struggling manager trying to navigate the Atlanta rap scene. First and foremost, before we talk about the show, I do want to say that without any context, the show is simply hilarious. If you were randomly scrolling on your couch one day, chilling, going through channels, whatever, and you happen to land on Atlanta, you would still be very entertained. Alongside him are the charismatic paperboy, Ern's cousin, played by Brian Tyree Henry, and his best friend Darius, portrayed by Lakeith Stanfield. These are the main characters of the show. But what really makes Atlanta Atlanta is its wacky characters from episode to episode.
I pulled him aside and I was just like, really, nigga? You actually said that? Yeah, man, I had to. Cool.
And then it just hit me. I'm white and 35.
But what truly sets Atlanta apart is its willingness to defy genre norms. Part comedy, part drama, and part surreal fever dream, the show effortlessly straddles multiple genres, creating a narrative experience that is as unpredictable as it is captivating. Whether exploring themes of race, identity, or the pursuit of the American dream, Atlanta fearlessly tackles taboo subjects with nuance and depth, challenging viewers to confront uncomfortable truths about society and themselves.
And what do you do, Ern?
Nothing.
And they do this by using what we call Afro-surrealism. At its core, Afro-surrealism is about reclaiming the narrative and centering the experience of Black people in storytelling.
Afro-surrealism is a cultural and artistic movement that combines elements of African cultural traditions with surrealist art. It's a way of both expressing and exploring the Black experience and identity through a dreamlike and fantastical lens, and you might see abstract elements or imagery in the works as well.
Atlanta accomplishes this by infusing its narrative with surreal and fantasy elements that challenge perceptions of reality.
Oh shit, it's Justin Bieber. Hey, you're that nigga that blew the other nigga's brains out. Cool.
From encounters with bizarre characters to unexplainable events that defy logic, the show creates a sense of disorientation that kind of mirrors the experiences of its characters, navigating a world filled with systemic inequalities and social injustices.
Oh, I can almost taste it. I gotta have them crunchos.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting, sir. Stop resisting. Stay down.
And Atlanta sets out to make you feel that feeling while watching it, even if you aren't Black. The writers have said they want everybody to feel that feeling. It can be seen as a teaching moment for some.
I always think of James Baldwin. You know, James Baldwin was one of my favorite writers because he managed to tell white people what they feel like to be around. So I ain't gonna hang up my gloves yet. I think I got one more special in me.
In 2020, Donald Glover put out a tweet that said, "Only The Sopranos could touch them, and I feel there's a reason for that." The Sopranos is another show that used a lot of surrealism to get their message across, just like Atlanta does. A lot of the scenes in the show are sometimes weird and make you feel out of place, but that's the point. Take the season 5, episode 11, The Test Stream, for example.
The piece wasn't behind the toilet.
Well, this is real life.
No, it's not.
It is one of the most surreal and psychologically complex episodes of The Sopranos. It dives deep into the subconscious mind of Tony Soprano, offering insights into his fears, desires, and unresolved conflicts. Like most dreams, obviously, the episode doesn't follow a conventional structure. It's all over the place, and it makes you feel like you're in the dream yourself, and that's how a lot of episodes of Atlanta feel. The idea and script of the show was a great achievement by Glover and the rest of the writers, but what really makes Atlanta Atlanta is the characters themselves.
I have no idea. I've been roaming the streets, since Twilight. This city is my Jesus.
After 4 seasons stretching from 2016 to 2022, the show ended on one of the best episodes, and it mainly focused on Darius, who for the most part was a side character throughout the course of the show. A lot of reflection was done on Darius once the series ended, however. At first glance, Darius may seem like a laughable sidekick, a source of comic relief amidst the chaos of Atlanta's rap scene. Upon closer inspection, it becomes clear that Darius is much more than meets the eye. With his philosophical ideas, offbeat sense of humor, and keen insights into the world around him, Darius serves as a body for the show's exploration of existential themes in Afro-surrealism.
Crazy deja vu right now. Okay, where's the dog with the Texas on him? Oh, there he is. That's a trip, man.
Yo, what your man on?
Darius's perspective offers a window into the underlying themes that drive the narrative forward. By experiencing the world through his eyes, viewers are invited to contemplate the deeper meaning behind the seemingly mundane events that unfold in Atlanta. This is all important to note because we're going to be talking about some of my favorite episodes in the series and how Darius plays a role in that. But for now, it's all about that paperboy. What you talking about?
I'm sorry about this shit, bro. I mean, you'll be alright, though. You know what I'm saying? The song hot, bro. It'll probably go platinum or some shit. Bro.
I ain't making no money off that fucking song.
He faces a bunch of challenges along the way, including navigating the complexities of the rap game, dealing with shady promoters, and balancing his career with his personal life and mental health. Despite his growing fame, Paperboy always says he wants to remain grounded and authentic, staying true to his roots and experiences growing up in Atlanta.
Okay.
Hey, everybody all right?
Man,
I'm fine.
Man, I got weed in my fucking pockets, baby.
It's okay. Okay, everybody good. Everybody good.
Fuck off me, man.
All right.
His dynamic with Earn in particular tries to balance their family ties with their professional aspirations. Overall, Paperboy's character is one that, going in, I didn't think was going to be so multi-layered, but he was definitely one of my favorites in the show.
You know who you are. Earn knows who he is. Lottie knows who she is. But who the fuck am I? I don't even know.
You saw I just slid in there type shit. That was cool as hell. Okay, first things first, don't mind the location change. I started editing the video, and then I realized I didn't record any of the back half of the video, so we just gonna do it now. So hopefully you don't care. If you do care, you know what I mean? She's Earn's on and off girlfriend and the mother of their daughter, Lottie. Throughout the series, she juggles her responsibilities as a parent with her desire for personal fulfillment. We slowly see Van lose her mind over the course of season 3, and by the end of it, we see her become this French lady that has a baguette and she be tweaking. It's a lot. Hey, I told you the show was weird, bro.
How odd and how stale would it become?
Van's relationship with Earn is a central focus of the series, and it evolves over the course of the show. Their dynamic is characterized by love, tension, and uncertainty as they navigate the complexities of parenthood, co-parenting, and their own personal aspirations. Van's character, especially towards the end of the series, they put a lot of focus on her, and that's because she has a lot of relatable qualities, especially with like single mothers and mothers who have their children young. It's hard to focus on your own career without focusing on your children, if that makes sense.
I want to be in a committed relationship where I'm valued as a human being and not as an accessory that you can fuck.
And throughout the series, Van deals a lot with self-discovery and trying to figure out who she is as a person rather than just being Lottie's mom or, you know, Earn's girlfriend.
I need to go home. Let's go home.
How'd that make you feel?
Angry. Everybody on campus is talking about me. I'm like one of 12 black kids. You know, I already felt alone.
What else did you feel?
Alright, so now it's time to talk about who they put as really the main character in the show if you don't think too deep into it, and that is Earn. Despite his smarts and potential, he finds himself poor, working dead-end jobs and living in his parents' house. Throughout the series, Earn's main motivation is to provide a better life for himself and Lottie.
Bite this sandwich.
Nah, I'm good, man.
If you don't bite this sandwich.
And in the first episode, we learned that Paperboy has a song that just blew up, and he's an up-and-coming artist, and he happens to be Earn's cousin. So Earn has a bright idea to become his manager, even though he's never done it before.
Working on something that I think could be really big for me and you. Paperboy's my cousin.
That's your cousin, man. You gonna want to get in there before he gets signed, man.
Boy, you think you slick. You coming in here acting like you saving me when really I'm saving you again.
I'm trying to help you.
Man, I ain't seen or heard from you since my mom's funeral. And the first thing I hear out your mouth is let's get rich.
As a biracial man, Earn grapples with questions of identity and belonging. This aspect of his character adds nuance to his portrayal, highlighting how race, class, and identity can change how a person thinks. I can also relate a lot to Earn as well because, as a mixed man myself, a lot of the difficulties and struggles that Earn goes through, not even just in Atlanta, but in Donald Glover's actual career as well, I relate to them a lot.
And if you don't want to end up like me, get rid of that chip on your shoulder shit. It's not worth the time.
Al, pull the fucking car over so I can beat this ass.
Beat my ass.
Yeah, beat your dumb ass, you fucking dumb country ass. Pull the fucking car over.
For real? Yeah. For real? I told you to stop fucking with me, man. Crazy, man. It's your fucking cousin, man. It's not my fault, bro.
Over the course of the series, Earn undergoes significant growth and development as he confronts the challenges and uncertainties of adulthood.
I do see you as a woman. I still want you. I desire you, man. When I think about the fact that you are also the mother of my child, I could just fucking burst.
And we learn that he's going through a lot financially, he's going through a lot with his family, his daughter, and he's trying to figure out his way in the world of Atlanta. He learns valuable lessons about being resilient, perseverant, and the importance of family and community.
You always had a dream where you were swimming, and below are hands grasping to reach you. You struggle to keep them from pulling you under. You fight to stay free. Why are you so certain the hands intend to harm you?
At first glance, you might see that there's only 4 seasons of Atlanta and think to yourself, like, why is it so highly regarded? But that is why it's so highly regarded. There's only about 40 episodes total of the entire series, and each episode has its own story, but it kind of relates to the whole plot line as a whole. It was kind of like watching a different movie every episode because each episode had their own point to get across, if that makes sense. That's one of the main reasons why if you go online and you look up the best episodes of Atlanta, there's a lot of differing opinions because episodes strike people differently. But fuck all those opinions. We talking about my opinion today. Season 1, Episode 1, titled Band, is a standout episode for how it addresses social commentary, but it's formed in a different way. And it's really unique. And when I say unique, I mean like really unique.
He ain't say one word the whole trial. But then at the end, he just stood up and said, "Leave me my Dodge Charger."
Band takes the form of a fictional talk show called Montague. The format mimics a real talk show, complete with interviews, commercials, and panel discussions.
Isn't a lack of a father the reason you hate trans people?
What? Lack of a father? Man, you hear yourself? Shut up.
This departure from the show's usual narrative structure allows for a deeper exploration of the episode's themes. It also allows for the episode to get really fucking wacky, so you kind of lose track. Through a series of segments and interviews, the show addresses issues such as the portrayal of black masculinity in media, the use of the N-word, and black culture being stolen by white artists.
Hi, I'm Devy Johnson, a famous movie star. And when the director calls cut and I get a quick 5, you know I'm reaching for the smooth taste of Swisher Sweets.
$1.49? But the price on the can, though. The price is on the can, though.
Overall, Banned is a thought-provoking and visually inventive episode that pushes the boundaries of conventional storytelling. Through its satire and social commentary, the episode offers a sharp critique of culture and invites viewers to reflect on their own beliefs and biases.
My name is Ahmad White. You may know me from your dreams. Call this number below and get the answers you deserve.
Surprise! Shit. This was an episode that exploded on the internet when it first aired. The episode centers around Darius, who goes to the countryside to pick up a piano. Upon arriving, he meets Teddy Perkins, a former musician who lives in a mansion. As the episode unfolds, the audience is drawn into a surreal and increasingly tense encounter between Darius and Teddy.
I work with a friend of mine, he's a rapper.
Rap. There's a funny one. I found it never quite grew out of its adolescence.
The episode is rich in symbolism and themes, touching on topics such as fame, legacy, trauma, and the pursuit of artistic greatness. The Teddy Perkins character is also obviously not to Michael Jackson.
The nigga looked like somebody left Sammy Sosa in the dryer.
Sammy Sosa?
Yeah, skin bleaching. Look, have somebody type in Sammy Sosa hat in Google image search.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga stay caked up.
Yo, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, what happened?
It serves as a representation of the dark side of celebrity culture, showing the loneliness and depression that can come with fame and success. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, this is Donald Glover in makeup. Look at this nigga, bro.
Oh, shit!
So after filming season 2 of the show, COVID hit and they weren't able to film anymore, and a lot of people thought that the show was done. They thought they weren't ever gonna come back.
We were just like, we didn't feel like there was a rush. We were like, let's just make, I feel like everybody just rushes to make the next season, and we were like, fuck that. Like, I don't.
When they did return, however, the series was written in a different way than it was before. In season 3, there were now episodes that seemingly didn't relate to the plotline and were very experimental. 4 of its 10 episodes consisted of standalone storylines, considering ideas like the effects of reparations and the cost of choosing to be white passing. This left a lot of fans confused and upset that they weren't getting the Atlanta that they were used to.
I'm thinking spaghetti for dinner tonight. Maybe a little of my famous garlic bread.
Racist.
What?
The 8th episode, however, was incredible in my eyes. This episode followed Paperboy and Darius in Amsterdam after they eat psychedelics, or they call it space cakes, I don't know. As night falls, they accidentally get separated and Paperboy is found by a random woman named Lorraine who takes him in. The episode is genuinely all over the place. It has so many underlying meanings that I can't explain them all. But the main point is that Paperboy just lost his mother, and this is really like a figment of his imagination, and he's trying to cope, basically. Lorraine brings Alfred to a club called the Cancel Club, where Alfred is given the nickname New Jazz. He encounters Liam fucking Neeson, bro, in a special guest appearance, who basically just talks about how he wants to get revenge on this dude, this black guy, and it's a whole story. It's a whole thing behind it, whatever.
Ain't you
Oh, yeah. I've got a particular set of skills.
Oh, shit. Man, you about the last person I expect to see in here, man. It's good to know that you don't hate black people now, you know?
What? No. I can't stand a lot of you. Well,
Now I feel that way.
After deciding he's had enough, though, Alfred starts to leave, which sparks a fight with Lorraine. She ends up basically saying that he's dumb for letting his friends and family handle his affairs, and then Alfred collapses in the doorway while wearing the goofy cap that Lorraine provided him, and the space cakes start to take effect.
Your friends let you wear that shit hat. They don't pay for shit. You got family handling the most important parts of your fucking finances? My nigga, your future? All of them got a vested interest in you not seeing the truth.
It's a really beautiful episode, and it's pretty sad, but it's made better with Liam Neeson, my nigga.
When you were negotiating my labor contract, who wants my masters?
You do.
I was thinking about doing an honorable mention section for this video. Oh, this is a different day, by the way. That's why my sweater is different. So, actually, I don't have to explain myself to you. Fuck you. So I was thinking about doing an honorable mention section for this part of the video just because there's so many Atlanta episodes that struck me differently. But I decided I'm just going to include this one episode.
What's so great about Atlanta that you can't leave behind?
The reason I decided to include it was because it was really a culmination of both Earn's storylines and Van's storylines. We see how much more Earn has matured over the course of the series, and we also see how Van is kind of coming to terms with who she is as a person on this trip with her husband and her daughter. It's also shot in a different aspect ratio than the whole rest of the series, kind of giving it that more grounded feeling. Over the course of the episode, it's basically just them going through the woods for Lottie's birthday, and Earn is trying to convince Van to come with him to LA. Van isn't too sure how committed Earn is to her, and thus she doesn't really want to leave her home of Atlanta.
Well, I think it's kind of cool that we're all
Together.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's special.
That's special too, right? I mean, it doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like that was such a good end to their part of the story in Atlanta, and I just wanted to throw it in there real quick, so type shit. Oh, fuck. Overall, I feel like Atlanta is one of the most thought-provoking and enjoyable pieces of television that has come out in the last 10 years. It's able to use its Afro-surrealism, its characters, and its setting to benefit the show as a whole. And so with that said, I've talked a lot about it, and really it's not a show that you should talk about too much and really think about too much. It's also just a show that you can experience and enjoy without having to think too much. So I'm not gonna talk about it no more. Atlanta, I love you. Donald Glover, I love you. Whoa, actually, I'm not gonna. Atlanta has definitely left its mark on me, and it's definitely left its mark on television, and has left an incredible legacy, and will forever be a show that is groundbreaking. So, type shit.
Stay woke, stay woke, baby,